Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is your old buddy Freight Dog Danny back at you. It's February the 4th, and we're having some unseasonably warm weather today. It's supposed to be just about 50 degrees, still a little bit chilly when you're on a bike and have some wind chill, but it's not too bad. If this is your first time joining me, I call myself Freight Dog Danny because my name is Danny. I'm a retired Air Force pilot and a retired airline pilot, hence the name Freight Dog Danny. I've spent my entire adult life flying cargo and people, both for the military and for the airlines all around the world. As I said, I am now retired, and I'm enjoying spending time out on my e-bike and making YouTube videos so that you guys can ride along with me. We're starting out our ride today. We're located in Eaton, Ohio, which is about 20 miles west of Dayton and only about 10 or 12 miles from the Indiana state line. That's southwest Ohio, and it's a historic town. Hey, passing on your left, buddy. And Eaton was established in 1806. We have a post-Revolutionary War fort that was constructed in 1792 before the town was actually established. And I've talked about that in previous videos, and we'll probably do some more sometime in the future. Like I said, it's unseasonably warm here today, but still kind of chilly. And so I'm decked out in a long sleeve t-shirt with a insulated windbreaker over the top, my GoPro camera, chest mount, and a yellow safety vest over the top of that. I have some flannel lined trousers on, so that should help keep off the chill. Normally, glove wise, you know, we use a bicyclist glove, which is open fingers. And last time I rode, it was about 45 degrees, and the first thing that got chilly was my fingers from the wind chill. And so I have a full fingered glove today, which I selected from Tractor Supply. It's a Ridge Cut brand, and if you notice, there's a little leather patch on each index finger on the knuckle, and that's so that it is touch screen sensitive. Now, I don't know that you would have the dexterity to actually do any texting or any detail work, but you can use your knuckle to push buttons and swipe left and right, and seems to work pretty good so far. And where we, like I said, we're starting out in 7 Mile Park, and that's because it's located on 7 Mile Creek that runs between the Cincinnati area and northward up through our town. We're going to exit the park now and get out on the road. But let's get back to the glove subject. Like I said, it's just a little leather patch that's on each index finger knuckle, and that gives you the ability to use your touch screen. Let me let this traffic get by here, and we're clear. Surprisingly, you know, since it's just a little leather patch, I don't know why any other leather doesn't work. I tried my Air Force Nomex flight gloves. That's fire retardant gloves that we all wear as pilots and aircrew members. And I tried it, could not get it to work anyway from Sunday. And that's a goat skin palm that extends all the way to the fingertips. And it just doesn't work. So I don't know what's magic about this leather that Tractor Supply has supplied, but it seems to work pretty good and keeps the chill off. And as always, I think it's important for e-bikers to wear gloves no matter what the season. The cyclist gloves actually have a gel pad in the palm of the hand, and then the knuckles are guarded as well. So if you take a fall, you're either gonna take it on your knuckles or on the palm of your hands, and so a glove of any type is gonna save the skin on your hands if you should take a fall. I haven't done so yet, and knock on wood I won't, but you know, that day's probably coming. But I just ordered some other gloves that's for colder weather, I'm going to try to get out in the snow if we get any for the rest of the year, and we'll see how those work out. But those two are touchscreen compatible. So as soon as I get those in the mail, we'll put them on and give you a quick review on them. Additionally, the things I have coming in the mail, or actually I've already received it, but I haven't opened up the box yet. That is a Garmin Rear View Radar. That is to, oh, we have a train coming, so let me take a detour. I'll just ride through town here rather than going the way I was going. Anyways, it's a Garmin Rear View Radar that attaches to either your seat post or to your rear rack. And it actually sends out a radar signal that will detect oncoming vehicles. I think it'll track up to 8 vehicles as far as 500 feet away, so that'll definitely give you more of a heads up than what your standard rear view mirror does. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but my rear view mirror that I have is attached to the end of my handlebars. I was operating one that was attached just inside of the hand grip, and I'm a big guy, and I was finding that I was having to lean to the left in order to adequately see behind me. And so I got this mirror that's by the Michow company that attaches right into your end cap of your handlebars. And so far that seems to be working pretty good, but you've got to be looking right in the mirror, and if you're out on a busy road, you can have somebody sneak up on you real quick. So I thought I would give this Garmin Rear View Radar a try, and in a future video coming up soon, we'll do a unboxing video and get out and give it a test ride and see how that goes. But the subject of today is Ukrainian soldiers for the last couple of years have been riding into battle on e-bikes, and they've modified the e-bikes to handle a anti-tank weapon that's called I think it's E-Law, and that is well, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'll post it on the video, but it's a next generation NLAW, next generation light anti-armor weapon. That's what it stands for. And it weighs 28 pounds, and they have a Ukrainian-based e-bike company that is manufacturing this bike. It's called Belfast, and they have a 200-mile range, 55-mile-an-hour bike that'll carry a soldier, the weapon, and all of his equipment up to 200 miles. Now, as we all know, the range estimates that the e-bike companies give is not to be trusted. You know, those are lightweight riders under the most ideal conditions. And by the time you put a 28-pound weapon plus ammunition, even a lightweight soldier at say 170, 75 pounds with his personal armor, his helmet, his own personal weapon, ammunition, water, and things of that nature, no way that bike's going to make it 200 miles. And under battlefield conditions, you know, even if he's on a paved road, he still isn't going to make it that far. But you know, he's probably going to be on unpaved road or going over uneven terrain. But in most battlefield conditions, you're not going to need that 200 miles range anyway. You know, I was trained as a young guy in Army basic combat training. Although I did not serve in the infantry, I did fly helicopters supporting the infantry, so I do have a basic understanding of how things go around the FEBA, that is the forward edge of the battle area. Most of the time, armies are measuring progress in yards, in kilometers, rather than miles. So unless you're making a real deep excursion into enemy territory, you're not going to be going more than 5-10 miles at max, I would think. And but the idea of the e-bike is that it is going to give the ability for a soldier to travel relatively silently with a minimal IR or infrared thermal signature, and be able to get into a target area to take out a tank or some other target relatively quickly and silently and not being seen. Now probably the soldier himself will give off more of a thermal signature than the e-bike motor. But there is such a thing as IR suppressive or infrared suppressive clothing, or you could just have a cape or poncho, and so that'll minimize the heat signature from the soldier's body as well. Now there's another Ukrainian e-bike company called E-Leak that is making a lighter weight e-bike for sniper teams, and it too is it's advertising I think 100 or 150 mile range and 50 miles an hour. And I'll provide links to both companies. And you know, the idea of this is where a soldier is going to need probably more range, because he's going to be going further behind enemy lines to engage perhaps a high-ranking target. But they need speed and stealth in order to get to their target, and then before they can be acquired by the defense forces, they can make a hasty getaway much faster than they could if they were on foot. You know, it's kind of hard to outrun artillery. I'm under kind of unfamiliar territory right now. I've driven my car in this area quite a bit, but I've never ridden my e-bike, so the road that I'm on right now can be busy, so we'll see how it goes. We're just going to ride right through the middle of town here. Now the place where I found out about Ukrainian e-bike efforts is a magazine, an online magazine called Electrek. That is elec as in electric, but the last four letters are T-R-E-K, Electrek. And they're more or less a clearinghouse for all things electric. Electric cars, electric drones, even electric power tools, electric lawnmowers and chainsaws and weed whackers and things of that nature. But they also have over 150 articles online just on e-bikes. Now most of it is new product releases and recalls and things of that nature, but they do have some interesting articles like these two articles that I just talked about, as well as there's another one on British soldiers beginning to employ e-bikes, as well as the U.S. through a company called Huck. It's an e-bike manufacturer called Huck, and the U.S. forces are experimenting with e-bikes, and the Norwegians, the New Zealanders, and Australians, as well as many other countries, are experimenting with employing e-bikes in their tactics. And this is nothing unusual. As long, you know, when they came out with dune buggies and rail buggies and ATVs, all armies experimented with using them, and our armies in Desert Storm used them quite a bit. Desert Storm and the Iraq War and Afghanistan used a number of different vehicles. I'm not sure about e-bikes, but if they're not using them now, I'm sure they're experimenting with them. There was at least one country that was modifying their bikes to be easily carried on board helicopters for a real quick insertion and extraction. So in other words, a helicopter could take somebody several miles behind enemy lines, drop them off at a point a few miles from their target, let them go and engage the target, and then get back to an extraction area, and then the helicopters will take them the rest of the way home. So pretty effective use. Now, like I said, I will provide links for all of this stuff, the Electrek website, the websites for the articles on e-bikes, and you know, if you get yourself enrolled as a subscriber, I don't think you have to pay any money, but I mean, you can subscribe to be notified whenever they come up with an article. And they also have a YouTube channel as well. So just go to electrek.com, and I think you'll be surprised at all the cool stuff that they have to say about e-bikes. I've been promising to get some videos out even if I can't ride. I haven't done that yet. I've got one ready to go. I just have to do some editing on it, and I'll get that posted. And this one should be posted in the next few days. And this is our downtown section of Eaton. I've not ridden through it yet, but just all around it. There has been an effort in Preble County to make it more bicyclist friendly, and so a number of locations have bicycle racks, but there's only a few that I've come across so far. But on that note, hit like and subscribe, and leave me some comments below, and that'll help us to develop the channel and bring you some good content in the future. It looks like we're going to have a mild winter for the rest of the year, hopefully, and so I should be able to get out and ride a little more often. But if not, I'll get some videos out with utilizing the green screen technique of you know, me sitting there talking on camera with one of my videos from the past running in the background with the audio removed. So once again, thanks a lot for riding along. We'll see you next time.